Lucky Boys Podcast.
I love that, man. There was blacks, there was whites marching with us.
Yeah.
I mean, goddamn, you guys,
they
you guys filled my heart.
And they were in the front lines too. They were like protecting the protesters within.
Yeah. And, you know, they weren't like, and it was a peaceful protest, guys. It wasn't like we weren't rude. We weren't looking for fights. I'm proud to be part of a peaceful march. And when we got to the police precinct, I don't think the police looked at us like a threat at all. They were just listening to us. I saw the police, like, of course they had their stone face, but at least they wasn't like dismissive or antagonizing. You know, like what I got from the 7th precinct, and shout out to you guys at the 7th precinct, seriously. What I saw, I was watching you guys. I really was watching you guys, all of you out there, and I saw an Asian cop, I saw a black cop, I saw a Latino cop, I saw white cops, and you guys weren't like, haha, trying to like dismiss us in any way. You guys were really listening to us. You guys had a serious, you know, this is a serious matter, and you guys were there holding on to your vest or whatever you guys had on, and you guys are just listening to the whole thing, and you did not one time try to quiet us. You did not one time try to make us feel like we were threatened from you guys. You guys didn't use any bully tactics or anything to make us feel insecure. You guys listened, and I saw your faces, and you guys were just stone-faced, but I could tell you were listening. And, you know, and I know a lot of people who's on the fuck the police thing. I don't agree with that rhetoric. I think fuck the bad police, but to the good police out there, I know how hard your job is. Shout out to all you guys, man. I love what you guys are doing. Like I said, I would not want to live in a neighborhood run by a local militia that polices themselves or a local gang. I am not with that. I pay my taxes. I expect my taxes that obviously a portion of that goes to the police department. I expect you guys to do your job, and I expect to help you do your job as much as possible to fight against injustice, because that's why you became a police officer in the first place, is to fight against these injustices, right? And if I could do my part as a citizen to help you make your job easier, absolutely, I'm with you guys, man. It is not logical to fight you guys. We're on the same side. I don't want my neighborhood to be run by crime, but I think the frustration starts is when you don't pay attention to the crimes that we expect you to. That's when the city goes against you. That's when the people go against the bad cops. This is when you start, number one, abusing your power. Number two, not addressing some of the crimes that are in the neighborhood. That's when we start going, oh, that's a bad cop, you know, and that's when people get upset. But for the most part, I know that is not the norm. Okay? For the record, I will say that I don't believe bad policing is a norm. However, I know that it's not perfect system, and I know their jobs are extremely difficult. You put your lives on the line every day. You have to fight. And unless it's just the police officers that are listening, I know we do have a few that listen, but my hat goes off to you guys. It's a tough job. You don't get paid that much. You have to fight a lot of the politics from up top. You have to take the shit from up top, and then you have to take the shit from everyone when you're going on the street. You know, you guys don't have if it's a popularity contest, you guys are the worst at it right now. It's not easy going out right now and being a police officer, putting on that uniform when everybody hates you. You know, but there are a bunch of us that do support you. So, and I'm one of them. I support good police officers.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I certainly do. I know I have friends, even people that I march with, that disagree with me completely with that, but then that's their prerogative, that's their opinion, and I respectfully disagree with them as well.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of love for the police officers and what they do, a lot of respect. Right? And I have friends.
It's a stressful job, bro.
It's not an easy one.
So, you know, we have to help empower the good cops.
That's what I'm about.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're about, is to empower the good cops.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen a lot of good cops out there. You know, I've seen a lot of good cops, and I don't think we give enough attention to that. I think it's always the bad news that hits the media, the bad cops. But I wish there was more recordings of good cops so we could at least restore some faith into that department.
We're seeing the bad stuff is because then it kind of like galvanizes people to speak out, which is also a good thing, to speak out and have some change within the police force. I mean, like, you can't have ego when you're protecting and
true.
serving.
That-
you can't
that's
have
a-
you can't have any ego. You
and
have
a lot
to
of
be
police officers do have that.
yes,
ego.
and you have to
Right.
adapt. You have to adapt and change with the communities that you're serving. All right, and sometimes, like you said, it's the powers that be. It's the politics. That's the ego that has to change.